Guides and owner of Kingfisher Fly Guides, and I'm going to be unboxing some of the new product that we're hosting from Bedrock Bags. This is the second part of the series from our unboxing brought to you by the Bikeraft Guide. Today we're going to be looking at some of the great products from Bedrock Bags, some of our friends, local Durango company. These bags I've been using personally and now professionally. I've been on my bikes for a long time. Some of these designs are great. These guys use their stuff, as do we, and we love it. So, first product we're highlighting is the Tapeets Handlebar Bag. We'll go into where you put those later. Always best in pairs. Love these guys. They're super useful and great for a variety of smaller items, whether it be water bottles, big Nalgene can fit in there pretty easily, even a 32-ounce full liter, and then small sundry items, tools, straws. We love our drinking straws. Great stuff. The next one we're going to look at is custom frame bags. This is obviously for a very small bike frame, but can go all the way up to a large frame like the big old Ghost Grappler there. Pretty large frame. I'd like a custom brown trout frame bag, please. The next one is the Coconino seat bag. The Coconino seat bag is probably one of my favorites, and with a really awesome seat rail interface that really sucks up that load and reduces wag on technical single track. Awesome stuff. No one likes the wag, except in dogs. We love wagging the tail of dogs. Next slide, we're going to put some of these things in the bag and give you some ideas of where to put what, how these bags go on, and really how easy they are, really user-friendly. So one of the biggest questions I get, and most people who've been bike packing for a number of years, is where does it all go? Like a teenager with food, where does it all go, right? So backpacking is pretty easy. Just goes into the sack. With bike packing, it's a little different, if not quite a bit different. So one of the most important things with bike packing is the frame bag. And the frame bag is great because, especially if you have a larger frame, you can really get a lot of heavy items in there. And one of the heaviest items you're going to be carrying, especially in the desert Southwest, is water. And so, I think I might need a bigger one. But as much water as you can in the frame, it keeps that water low, center of gravity. The last place you really want to put that is on the back of the bike or on the front of the bike. The front of the bike is probably pretty obvious because that's really going to affect your handling. And as anyone knows who's carried a ton of water, water is one of the hardest things to carry. So in the frame bag as much as you can, you're going to be well ahead of the game. And moving on, it's basically breaking up water, sleep kit, front or back, and of course that's all going to be dependent on what you're doing and how long you're out for. Let's say I have a 4-day course on Lake Powell and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of paddling, and the ride out of Powell is pretty legit ride out of Blue Notch, so the last thing I want is to have anything on your back. So, paddle trip, I've chosen the Bedrock panniers, which I've used for a number of years, which are a great game changer. These are lightweight, water resistant, and extremely durable. That's where my sleeping bag, sleeping pad's going to go, my food and extra clothing, and my boat is going to be up front. As far as these two guys, these are the two Tapeets. These are super handy, right next to one another, and these guys can hold a surprising amount of stuff. Great for tools and snacks, anything that you need during the day, at the ready. Indispensable little bags there. My frame bag would obviously be really big, and I have all my water here, and then separate compartment and a little ditty bag for my tools, my pump. We'll take it back a notch and we'll talk about Coconino seat post bag for fixed posts. The Black Dragon is for their dropper post specific. And both are going to use this really awesome interface for your seat rails. And this allows the bag to get really up and tight to your seat and reduces wag, almost eliminates the wag of the weight. When packing these bags, think heavier items more towards the center of the post, lighter items to the back. So what I like to do is if I have a little small cook kit, with my 2 pots or whatever use I'm doing, that's a pretty bulky item. That's gonna go right here, usually fits great. And then I can start filling the voids with smaller clothing, socks, whatever I have, and then sleeping bag in the back. That's usually a pretty effective way to do it. And that's gonna vary. It's gonna be completely subjective to the gear that you have and the bag that you're putting into. And that's gonna be, of course, with our boat on the front. Awesome setup.